What a treat this is. Please welcome to the program, Xavier Dolan. All right, man. Nice to see you. Welcome again, brother. Very excited to have you here, sir.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Big fans of your work.
Thank you.
You're a young man to have accomplished so much. Did you set out to make everybody else feel badly about themselves?
No, I don't know. I did not do it on purpose. I'm sorry. I just needed to do my my things, right. And that's the way it happened.
How does somebody know what their thing is and then go get it? Like, how did you figure that out?
I did not quite figure it out. I was actually 17, and it had been a while since I had acted, which is I've always been an actor since I'm 4.
Yeah.
And I wrote my first script. I killed my mother, and I had just dropped out of college. And I knew I needed to act. So I thought, let's write the script, and if I direct it, no one will be, above me and say, right. We want this hot kid and this 6 feet tall, whatever.
Yeah.
Or,
so this was about
which is basically Taylor Kitsch. What? Yeah.
This is a job, which is what you tried to create.
Yeah, I gave myself a job.
We have a clip here as an actor.
C'est pour donner à notre mère.
On a beaucoup de choix.
On veut un parfum qui sent, ouais, un parfum qui sent bon.
Ça va être parfait.
Je paye, j'ai le droit de sentir.
Tu payes un petit peu, tu sens un petit peu. On trouve de tout chez Jean Coutu, même un ami.
There you go. The beginning.
Better this than something else.
Yeah, better this.
Better this than something else.
Were you worried it would be something else?
I'm not going to tell you what. I was 6, I think.
Yeah, maybe 8, somewhere around that, I think. You would know better than me. You were there.
I don't know. I didn't go in the archive side of. I think it was in the beginning of Jean Coutu. I must have been 6 or 7, something like this.
It's a theme in your movie so far, this idea of impossible love you can't have, or love that can't be defined the way you want it to be defined. And it's an amazing story of a partner who says to a partner, "Look, I'm not who you think I am."
Or this is who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transgendered.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how does that pop into your head?
We were actually shooting I Killed My Mother. This was during the fall of 2008, and we were driving back to Montreal. And in the van, in the car, one of the crew said, her boyfriend said, came out as a woman and said, I'm a woman, I've always been, and I will be a woman. Can you stay? And then
that's a heavy thing.
That's a heavy, yeah. She went on, and she talks a lot, so she really, said the whole thing, the whole story. But I turned to the landscape and watched the whole, scenery and listened to some music, and then, typing the movie in my head, and I just, when I arrived home, I wrote 30 pages. But I knew that it would not, it would not center on transgender issues, that it would be, I did not have the, pretension to think that this is the story I want to tell. First of all, I haven't done the necessary research to, attack such a delicate matter. I mean, I really wanted to tell a love story. I thought, okay, he wants to become a woman. This is also an ultimate metaphor for difference.
It's not a queer film, but you won the Queer Palm for this film.
Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, so how do you feel about that?
I'm gay, obviously. No, actually.
Well, I'm not gay. But
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know.
Socks are the new gay. Okay, so you are gay.
My films aren't, and I mean, they can be campy. Heartbeats is pretty campy, but Lawrence, anyways, is a love story between a man and a woman, and invites people to think that these two lovers carry on with the love that they've always known, trying to forget about labels, trying to forget about words. That, words can't define us or tell us how to be, or, only emotions and behaviors. And the movie is is just about being who you are. It's not about being different. And a queer poem says, this movie is different. This movie is destined to be watched by communities. And I'm proud of who I am. And this is not, I'm not ashamed. I'm not, but I think it's backwards thinking than to, we don't have Jewish or black awards because we know what they would mean and how unacceptable they would be. Well, I mean, maybe we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. So in Cannes at the film
why
festival.
have a queer award?
Do you identify as a Quebec filmmaker?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you identify as a Canadian filmmaker?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'm part of this country. No. I define myself as a Canadian person because I live in Canada. I define myself as a Quebecois filmmaker because my movies are soaked with the Quebecois attitude and culture and language and vocabulary and history. So yes, I define myself as a Quebecois filmmaker.
Il faut que tu saches la vérité, Bella. Que tu sois consciente de toutes tes options. Et il faut que tu saches que je suis amoureux de toi. Et je voudrais que tu me choisisses moi à sa place.
Back here with Xavier Dolan. So, that's your voice.
Yes, it is. It is.
In real life?
It's not Taylor's.
No,
Taylor's
it's not.
that good in French.
So in real life, are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? Team Bella?
Jacob, of course.
Jacob, of course. True or false? Do you have a thing for Titanic?
True.
Yeah?
So true.
You have words.
It's more than a thing. It's an obsession.
Why?
When I was a kid and I saw Titanic, it gave me, it made me think, it actually told me think big.
Mm-hmm.
And in Lawrence, anyways, there are some, I don't know if you remember in Titanic at one point he calls, what's her name, the old artist, Gloria, is it Stewart?
I haven't seen the film Titanic. I'm the only guy in the world who hasn't seen Titanic.
Okay, all right.
Get over here. On purpose, but carry on.
Someone calls her and says, can you tell me, all right, you have all my attention, Rose, is the actual quote. You have all my attention, Rose. Now, can you tell me who the young woman on the drawing is, on the picture is? And she says, oh, the young woman on the picture is me. And then you cut to this chopper shot on an ocean, and you're moving towards the boat, and it's just, it's the rhythm. It's like, bam, no time to lose. Waste. Sorry.
That's amazing. And so that's what.
It's just this notion of rhythm and storytelling. American people are so good at telling stories, and European cinema is so focused often on doing cinema, and Americans are telling stories, and they do it well. And Titanic does that well.
Okay, but there's a rumor kicking around that Brad Pitt tried to buy your movie, but I need to get straight from the source. What happened between you and Brad Pitt? Is that a true story?
Brad. You know Brad. No, his team saw I Killed My Mother in Cannes and left a message, wrote an email and left a message. And
this is hey, X, it's me, B. Like
I'm from Plan B, Brad Pitt's company. We saw I Killed My Mother. Would like to discuss, going further with suggesting projects or whatever. And I'm pretty disorganized and not very functional. So when I got home, I didn't call back in the expected delays. I assume, called back 3 weeks and a half later, baked as a cake.
This is like, hi, I'm gonna make a call. Is that what it was?
Hey, I received an email from you. An email. E-M-A-I, something like this. Didn't work out.
Oh, God, I wish we had that tape. That would be an amazing piece of tape to have.
Do you have it?
I don't.
Okay.
Good to see you. What a real pleasure. Lawrence, anyways, name of the films you must see it, my friends. Xavier Dolan.